It bugs me. It's really annoying.
What?
You know, it's not. I'm not bothered by people passing if they improve their skills, but it bugs me that there's such irresponsible instructors out there who are just passing people, and what they're actually doing is, I don't know if it's a money thing, but just passing people for the sake of passing them, it's going to hurt the gun community as a whole, right? So what I'm talking about is our CCW classes, right? Mm-hmm. The inherent problem with the training of them is when people apply, whether they're new gun owners or beginners or whatever, the agencies will tell them, okay, don't do the training yet until you're approved, right? So once they get approved, they're like, okay, go do the training. But these people have never, like there's some people who had bad training, bad habits, or no training at all. Now they all of a sudden want to carry a gun out in public. So we have pretty high standards. I don't think it's like ridiculous or unreasonable, right?
If you're carrying a gun in public, you should pass our standards.
Yeah.
That just makes sense.
Yeah.
We're not crazy.
Like we're not nuts, okay? Like you have to pass a basic manipulations test just so we know, hey, you know what you're doing, you know how to load a gun, you know how to fix a malfunction, you know how to unload it safely, you know how to keep your finger off the trigger, right? Unless your sights are aligned and you're intended to shoot. Just simple things like that, which we think you should know if you want to carry a gun for self-defense, especially in public, okay? I don't think that's unreasonable. We've had people who have come to our classes, fingers on the trigger, point the gun at people's heads. Like literally, they would pick up a gun, their fingers on the trigger, and then point it in somebody's head. And we're like, stop, right?
Happens all the time, by the way.
It happens all the time.
All the time.
Right? And it's always like one of those guys, hey, I've been shooting for 25 years. I'm like, okay, we don't care. Like, it doesn't matter what level you're at, okay? We're looking for safety, we're looking for competence, right? You could be shooting for a year, and we've seen some beginners who learn quick and they do excellent.
Yeah, we love beginners.
Right?
Beginners have no bad habits. We can teach them everything we want.
But what's scary is it's known. It's known that there are a group of instructors out there who will just pass you, right? Because we'll fail students for safety reasons, right? And the very next day they go somewhere else, or that same week they go somewhere else, and then they get passed, and then they're carrying a gun out in public. And it's scary because if something happens, right, what do we see every time there's a shooting, right? On TV, there's a politician that just can't wait to use whatever situation happened to push more gun control, right? Then we're like, oh, see, that's why we shouldn't have CCWs. And I just think it's reckless. And you're hurting the entire gun community as a whole, right? So I don't know who it is. I'm not calling out anyone specifically, but it's really disheartening that we're failing people for safety reasons, and then the next week they're passing. Like, seriously, come on, guys, right? If you just want to collect money and then pass people and help them get a CCW, I would say stick to, basic gun courses. Right? Basic pistol, right? You shouldn't be teaching a CCW class, right? If you have an issue with it, our website, our information is all online. Seriously, man, you got to be responsible.
I think one thing people don't understand, and it's not really their fault either, when they come to these courses, is that this is really like a classroom, like delivering knowledge to you of like what you can and can't do, the CCW kind of class, right? Mm-hmm. It's not made to teach you how to become a shooter or to teach you safety rules. You should come here with that knowledge already. When you come to us, you're basically telling us that you can be trusted with a firearm in public. We're just here to teach you, the laws you have to know about that, and then just sign off saying that, yeah, we think you're ready.
Yeah.
If you come and you're not ready, that's an issue.
I mean, we tell them every class, right? Hey, we got you through the 16 hours. You'll get your permit. You come back to us, and we'll teach you how to fight. You're not going to learn that stuff in a CCW class. You can't go to like a Gracie Academy like, hey, in 16 hours I want to go out there and freaking fight, somebody in the streets. Come on, guys, it's not going to happen, right? So the same way, you're not going to learn everything you need to, right? So we just want to see that you have a basic level of understanding, a basic level of proficiency, so that you can carry the gun and get a permit safely, right? My biggest suggestion for people who are looking to get a CCW, get training prior, right? Get training prior and practice, practice, practice. Simply knowing the safety rules does not mean you're going to follow them. If you don't physically practice it, I promise you, you're going to break it. You will. Like, I've never seen someone say, I know the safety rules, and they not break it unless they've been practicing it for some time.
Yeah. If you're worried about any of that, come talk to us. Let's train.
Stop being reckless, guys, please. We're all, the 2A community, it's a small community, right? There's plenty of people out there to help each other so that we're training adequate shooters, adequate and responsible gun owners, right? There's no need to be just collecting people's money and passing them and giving them this false sense of security. It's just reckless and irresponsible.
Especially when now more than ever, the actions of one person in the community can affect the entire community.
Yeah. Like, I just want to see that you have a basic level of understanding, a basic level of proficiency, so that you can carry the gun and get a permit safely, right? My biggest suggestion for people who are looking to get a CCW, get training prior, right? Get training prior and practice, practice, practice. Simply knowing the safety rules does not mean you're going to follow them. If you don't physically practice it, I promise you, you're going to break it. You will. Like, I've never seen someone say, I know the safety rules, and they not break it unless they've been practicing it for some time. Imagine if you were applying for a job to be a protector of a family. And imagine you, right, as the head of your household, right, wanting to hire someone to protect your family. Would you hire this person? Would you hire this person that's putting his finger on the trigger when it shouldn't be? Would you hire this person who's pointing a gun at somebody who's sitting next to him that has nothing to do with anything else, right? Would you hire someone who can't shoot in a decent time? Like, you just wouldn't, right? So ask yourself those questions. You owe it to yourself and your family. Like, don't kid yourself, right? Get the proper training, otherwise don't carry a gun.